The studio felt warmer than usual that afternoon. Bright lights flooded the stage of the Kelly Clarkson show, bouncing off pastel couches and cheerful decor. Everything looked friendly, safe. The kind of place where celebrities laughed, sang, and shared heartfelt stories. But backstage, something felt off. Valerie Bertinelli sat in the green room, scrolling through her phone, unreadable. She had done hundreds of interviews in her career, but this one had required more convincing than most. Her publicist had promised it would be light, supportive, and positive. Kelly Clarkson was known for that. Still, Valerie's instincts were restless. A producer poked her head in. 5 minutes, Valerie. Kelly's excited to talk to you. Valerie smiled politely. Of course. As she stood, she caught a glimpse of the show rundown taped to the wall. Most of it looked harmless. Career highlights, personal growth, future plans. Then she saw it. Segment 4, Public Accountability and Celebrity Backlash. Her smile faded. Moments later, the applause cue echoed through the studio. Kelly Clarkson walked on stage first, waving to the audience, radiant as ever. And today, Kelly said cheerfully, we're joined by someone you all know and love, actor, author, and TV icon, Valerie Bertinelli. Applause erupted as Valerie walked out, smiling for the cameras, hugging Kelly warmly. They sat. At first, everything went exactly as expected. They talked about Valerie's career, her early days in Hollywood, cooking, reinvention. Kelly laughed easily. The audience relaxed. Then Kelly glanced at her cue card. Her tone shifted, subtly but noticeably. Valerie, she said gently, you've always been very open with your opinions, especially on social media. Some people really admire that. Others feel hurt by it. Valerie nodded. Speaking honestly isn't always comfortable. Kelly tilted her head. Do you ever think that honesty crosses into judgment? A ripple moved through the audience. Valerie's eyes narrowed just a fraction. I think discomfort often gets mislabeled as judgment. Kelly smiled, but it didn't quite reach her eyes. And when that discomfort comes from millions of people? Valerie leaned back. Then maybe it's worth asking why it makes them uncomfortable. The warmth on stage cooled. The producer behind the camera stiffened. This was no longer small talk. Kelly folded her hands, voice still calm, but firmer now. Some critics say your online comments have targeted individuals rather than systems. That it feels personal. Valerie exhaled slowly. People confuse being called out with being attacked. Kelly raised an eyebrow. Do you think celebrities have a responsibility to be more careful with their words? The audience leaned in. Valerie's smile disappeared completely. I think silence has done far more damage than words ever have. A murmur rippled through the crowd. Kelly nodded slowly. But when your words come from a place of influence, they matter, Valerie finished. Exactly, which is why I use them. Kelly shifted in her seat. Even when they hurt people who are already struggling? That landed. Valerie leaned forward. We don't grow by being protected from reality. The studio was silent now. Kelly glanced off camera for a split second, then back. Some former fans say they feel pushed away. Do you care about that? Valerie's jaw tightened. I care about integrity more than approval. Gasps. Kelly's voice sharpened. Integrity doesn't require cruelty. Valerie looked directly at her. And compassion doesn't require dishonesty. The air crackled. Kelly's smile vanished. So you're saying the backlash is deserved? I'm saying truth often costs popularity, Valerie replied. The producer waved frantically from the side. Kelly leaned forward. But what if your truth invalidates someone else's lived experience? Valerie didn't hesitate. Then we have a conversation, not censorship. Applause broke out from part of the audience. Others remained frozen. Kelly's tone changed completely now, controlled, but unmistakably tense. This isn't a debate show, Valerie. Valerie met her gaze. Then don't ask debate questions. The room froze. Kelly straightened. We're here to uplift. And I'm here to be honest, Valerie shot back. A long pause. Kelly removed her cue cards and set them aside. I think we're done with this segment. Valerie's eyes widened slightly. You invited me here. Yes, Kelly said evenly. Not to attack the audience. Valerie stood. I didn't attack anyone. I refused to perform. Gasps echoed across the studio. Kelly stood too. This show isn't the place for confrontation. Valerie grabbed her mic. Then stop pretending tough questions are welcome. The on-air sign was still glowing. A producer rushed in. "Cut to commercial," someone shouted. But it was too late. Millions were watching. The music swelled abruptly as cameras scrambled. Kelly turned away, forcing a smile toward the audience. "We're going to take a quick break." Valerie stepped back, removing her mic. "Don't bother editing," she said quietly, but loud enough to be heard. "People deserve to see this." Security hesitated at the edge of the stage. Kelly turned back, her voice low. "Valerie, please." Valerie looked at her, really looked. "This wasn't about conversation," Valerie said. "It was about control." Kelly's expression hardened. "Please leave the stage." The words landed like a slap. Valerie nodded once. "Gladly." She walked off to stunned silence. Within minutes, the internet exploded. Clips flooded social media. Hashtags clashed. Some called Valerie brave. Others called her arrogant. Some accused Kelly of ambushing her. Others said Kelly had protected her audience. Backstage, Valerie sat alone, phone buzzing non-stop. Her publicist rushed in. "This is everywhere." Valerie stared at the wall. "Good." On stage, Kelly finished the show with practiced professionalism, but her hands trembled slightly. That night, headlines screamed, "Live TV meltdown shocks fans. Uplifting show turns confrontational. Valerie Bertinelli removed from set." But behind the noise was a deeper question. Can honesty survive in spaces built on comfort? Two powerful women, two different definitions of responsibility. One moment, caught live, that no PR team could erase. And long after the cameras shut off, the clash kept echoing. Because sometimes, the most uncomfortable truths don't happen off stage. They happen live.